Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Good evening and welcome as we get ready for the Division I MIAA High School Football Championship game. Paul Healy along with Eddie Perica and Bill Keith Jr. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com. Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information,
Thank you
can
to
call
the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. That was I believe this is Xaverian Brothers High School a cappella group with our national anthem. I'm Paul Healy along with little Eddie Perica, Bill Keith Jr. When this gets linked up with our video footage, Dave Angel is our cameraman for AACS. Kevin Callahan running our graphics. Jim Jones, the brains of the outfit, is the engineer in charge. This is it, the big one, the Division I Finals. Xaverian trying to defend their Division I title. They beat Needham last year. St. John's Prep looking to get that title back. These teams have met four times in the last 3 years. The Hawks with a 3-1 edge, including a 21-18 victory over St. John's Prep back on Thanksgiving Day. St. John's Prep rallied in that game. Were foiled when a halfback option pass was knocked away in the end zone in the dying seconds. Eddie Perica, should be a big one.
Should be a big one indeed. Really excited for this one. I was talking to a bunch of my family members before this game, and they're like, this is going to be almost grown man football.
Oh. The offensive line for Xaverian: Anderson, the left tackle, 6'4", 330. Gioso, the left guard, 280. The center, Asunka, was only 250 pounds. The right guard, Barnes, 295. The right tackle, Warren, 6'5", 290. I'd like to see them match up with some Division II and Division III college teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bill Keefe, what are you looking for today?
Well, looking for exactly what everybody's anticipating, the two best teams in Division I going up against each other. They know each other so well. It's going to be a great game.
All right. St. John's Prep is the home team. They were 11-0 going into Thanksgiving Day before Xaverian knocked them off, but both teams said they didn't show their entire playbooks that day. They'll be wearing their white helmets with the SJP crest, navy blue jerseys and pants with white numbers and stripes. Xaverian in their white helmets with a big X, white jerseys, white pants, blue numbers and stripes with gold trim. Xaverian will receive the opening kickoff. They'll be to our left, heading left to right. St. John's Prep will kick off right to left. I don't think there's much wind here.
No.
Anyone know what the temperature is?
It is. I can tell you in 2 seconds with the help of smartphones.
Gee, that's not on my flip phone.
34 degrees.
All right.
A lot warmer than yesterday at about 21.
We are getting ready to go. 2 receivers deep for the Hawks to our left. Of course, St. John's Prep is going to be without their outstanding sophomore quarterback, Chris Vargas. He had 21 touchdowns and just 1 interception on the season, 1,866 yards. He suffered an injury in the round of 16. Stepping in is senior John Boudreau, who's thrown for 481 yards, 4 TDs, and a single interception. Here comes the kick from right to left. This is Liam Cullen, the sophomore kicker. High, this will be fielded at his own 15-yard line. The receiver for the Hawks across the 20 takes a hit right away and thrown down, marking him at the 23. That's an 8-yard return, and he's getting up slowly. And we have a mic on the field, and it sounds something like this. That was
Bowman go on the tackle.
Thank you. And Chismadia on the return. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Their own 22. And 11:55 showing on the clock for 12-minute quarters. Wood is the quarterback, who's been outstanding as well. 1,997 yards passing, 36 total touchdowns this year. I formation, they give to the tailback running left. And there is not much there. Taken down on a big stop early. And who was that tailback? Was that? Anyway, it's going to be 2nd down, 10 yards to go, no gain. For Xaverian, sophomore Rocco Sestito has been thrust into the lead back role. He's had 939 yards rushing. So where's that number? Here's the give to the right, trying to get to the edge is Sestito, and he's taken down for a loss. Ooh. No, that was Alex Terisi on the run. Taken down for a loss. We'll get better on the numbers and names, folks. Trust me, it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
And again, that was Mingo on the tackle. Bo Mingo, number 22 for St. John's Prep on the tackle.
I will say St. John's Prep's front 7 and their corners really keeping a good job, keeping the hips square to the line of scrimmage and not letting them get upfield.
Wood, where's number 2, gets the call from the bench. St. John's Prep has made 5 of the last 7 Division I Super Bowls, winning 3 titles since 2012. And here's a 3rd and 11. Wood has backs on either side of him in the shotgun formation. Twins right, that's the wide side. 5 players rushing Wood. He has to escape up the middle. Taken down at the 20-yard line.
No gain.
And the sack, or the tackle made by Bo Minigue.
I have a feeling you're going to be calling his number a lot tonight, Paul.
Yeah. And that's no gain for Wood. Minigue with the hit. So punting situation. Again, these teams met on Thanksgiving morning. Xaverian had a big lead and then held on for a 21-18 victory. Hard snap. Boy, that long snapper's good. End over end, short punt. Bounces straight up in the air on the Xaverian side of the field. Finally down at their own 45. So that's a punt of 25 yards. And good field position for the St. John's Prep Eagles to start their first possession at the 45-yard line of Xaverian. No score, 9:30 on the clock.
Oh, Chris Vargas isn't today. I thought he was out.
Wow, is he back?
Yeah, he's back. I just saw him in. Number 2, yep, there he is.
Wow, the sophomore is back, injured in the first-round playoff game. 2 tight ends, wing right. Back to pass is Vargas. Sophomore delays.
Intercepted.
Just his second interception of the entire season on his first play back from injury. Interception made by number 39, Jonathan Etienne, the strong safety.
Shoo!
21 touchdowns, 1 interception. Wow, and on his first play back from injury.
Wow.
Momentum.
And that's a 5-star recruit.
Yes,
too.
exactly
For
right.
the class of 28, I'm pretty sure. Is
He's a
graduating
sophomore,
class?
yep. What are you going to say, Bill?
The old momentum pendulum just swung back in Xaverian's
Yes.
favor after St. John's Prep was able to hold them 3 and out.
Xaverian gains 10 yards on that possession. 1st and 10, their own 30, heading left to right. Shotgun formation, twins right.
Bubble screen.
Bubble screen to the
Oh.
left.
Incomplete.
It
No,
is
he
thro-
caught it.
Oh, he caught it?
No, he reported it down. Reported
Nico-
it as a no catch.
Oh, that's back from injury. Dave Shivagato, who played very well in last year's championship game. He's missed most of the year with the injury. He's going to UMass, Amherst,
Oh,
to
wow.
continue his career. Also plays some strong safety.
I want to wish him luck at UMass if he plays.
Well, my brother John, a UMass alum, is very confident in the coach. He claims the last staff didn't leave him much behind. We'll see if they can rebuild that program from being the, worst in Division I. 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Blitz.
Wood
Sign
is
run.
rolling right against the blitz. 2 blockers out in front. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain. Tackle made by Alex Teresi. Nice block thrown by number 44. That's Rocco Sestito.
A minute ago, blitzed on the outside.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. At their own 35-yard line. No score, 8:46 to go, first quarter. Coming out of the game, big number 0. Nico Tortolione also plays defensive tackle.
Undersized defensive tackle, too, at 5'9".
Well, he's 5'9", 210.
Yeah, he's stocky.
Yeah.
He's very stocky.
Unexpected timeout by Xaverian.
Wow, Xaverian calls their first timeout. We'll take a break on 1320 WAR.
Hey,
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back. Paul Healy along with Eddie Perica, Bill Keefe Jr. 3rd down, 5 yards to go for Xaverian, heading left to right in their all-white uniforms. Blue numbers, gold trim. Wood takes the shotgun
Bringing
snap from
pressure.
Masoon-Cow. 5 are on the rush. On
Oh.
a post-quarter pattern.
Beautiful
the catch is
throw.
made. Beautiful pattern. Beautiful catch. 65-yard touchdown, number 21.
It's a beautifully
Alex
thrown
Teresi.
ball.
Yep.
Beautifully thrown ball.
Oh, no,
That
I'm
was-
sorry. That's Christian McIntyre. Christian McIntyre. That's his 57th catch of the year. He's now over 1,400 yards receiving on the season. That's his 22nd touchdown.
oh my goodness.
Great catch. Was able to maintain his footing and brought it into the end zone. Excellent.
That was a really pretty flick of the ball, too.
Wow.
For Wood.
So that is a 3-play, 70-yard drive for Xaverian.
PTA is up and good.
They did, yep.
Credit that interception, Paul, for swinging the ball back to Xaverian's way, and they took advantage of the opportunity.
Exactly right, as they did a whole lot of nothing on their first possession. And their second possession traversed 70 yards in just 3 snaps of the football. Wow. Head coach for Xaverian is Al Fernaro, who spent over 30 years with the program as a defensive coach before the great Charlie Stevenson retired and Coach Fernaro took over. Head coach for St. John's Prep, I believe in his 14th season, Brian St. Pierre. Played in the NFL, backup quarterback with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I covered him during a game of the week when he was the St. John's Prep quarterback in a big victory over Brockton. Here's the kickoff return coming right to left. Maxwell Parent returns it up to about the 25-ish yard line, 24 it looks like, where St. John's Prep will begin their second possession. Trailing 7-0, 8:12 to go, first quarter.
They're on their 29-yard line.
29, thank you. Gonna get that 5-man front for St. John's when we can. And there he is, Chris Vargas, the sophomore. And then right up the middle, Jordan Toribio with a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be second down, 7 yards to go for the Eagles. So left tackle is 55.
Something you don't
Left
see
guard,
very often,
yep.
Paul. I apologize.
No
Something you
problem.
don't see very often is number 28, Nick Harding. He's coming toward the sideline to pick up the signals from the coaching staff for Xaverian.
Wow.
On the defensive side for signals.
I formation,
Another handoff.
tight slot to the right, again
Nice
up the
cut.
middle, beautiful cut by Toribio. Yes, Toribio with a first down gain. Moves from his own 32 to his own 41, scant 9 yards.
And on that run, Paul, he lost his footing, but was able to put his hand down to maintain his balance and get himself another couple of yards with that.
I'm pretty sure I have the offensive line for St. John's Prep, if you'd like it.
Yeah, I got the left tackle 55, left guard 56, center 64, right guard.
68,
Yep.
Joe Erzik, and number 78, Will Figulski.
We'll put some names to that. Pass out to the right wing. Catch made by Ethan Stefanowicz, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. It's going to be a gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. St. John's Prep trailing 7-0. They're at their own 43. So 55 is Korea, one of the captains. 56, Siaha. Here comes St. John's Prep out of Danvers, Mass. One receiver to the right, that's the left, that's the wide side. Xaverian getting ready to blitz. Running right past that is number 5, Maxwell Parent. And he has a first down gain into Xaverian side of the field at the 48-yard line.
9-yard pickup for him, too. That was a tough 9 yards, too, after first contact.
Wow. Maxwell Parent and Jordan
Oh, it was a
Toribio.
counter. Not to interrupt you, I'm very sorry. That was a counter play. The left tackle and left guard, pulled. That was a pretty offensive lineman play.
At the plus 48-yard line, we'll give you the numbers for these two tailbacks. Back to pass. Vargas throws to the right flat, knocked away. Getting his left hand in there. Big number 22, Jackson Holmes. 5'10", 180-pound starting quarterback. Second and 10 coming up. MIAA.
Holmes got away with a little one. He had his hand across his back before he came across and knocked the ball away.
You can see the St. John's Prep's bench jump up and be a little upset with that no call, potentially.
Scala thought this should have been a penalty to the receiver.
Vargas, shotgun formation, twins to the left, post pattern. No, he throws to the outside receiver. Catch is made, breaks the tackle, streaking down the left sideline towards the end zone is Ricky Salve, a sophomore, 5'11", 180 pounds. He's the number 1 receiver for St. John's Prep. Some say number 1 in the state. 69th reception of the year. Came in with 1,419 yards and 13 touchdowns. Wow.
Wide open.
Yep. Nice over-under pass. They sent number 1, Scalia, inside to take away, and then Salvia just took the ball, brought it in.
7-6. 5:35 to go in the first quarter clock. Boy, that first possession looked like this was going to be an old-fashioned slugfest. This game has certainly opened up, folks.
Yep.
That drive took less than 3 minutes.
False start on Xaverian.
Cross the line before the snap. Just going to push it a
Yeah.
yard and a half closer.
A 6-play, 71-yard drive that took less than 3 minutes. So, yeah, a half yard closer.
Yeah. And then they're going to, it looks like both teams are going to contest every point. So he was trying to get a jump on that.
Here's the place kicker, Jack O'Keefe. 5'9", 146-pound junior. Nope, that's a lie. This is number 32, Josh Ritchie.
He splits them in half. It's good.
Where's Jack?
Josh Ritchie with a PAT. We are tied at 7 with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. On a cold night at Gillette Stadium, but it's December 6th. It's supposed to be cold.
Yes.
So the Eagles will now kick off right to left. St. John's Prep, navy blue jerseys, silver and white stripes, or gray and white stripes on the arms and pants. Xaverian getting ready to return this kick to our left. For Xaverian, look out for number 8, Dominic Funk, 6'3", 240 pounds. He's heading to BC. He's got 69 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, and 10 sacks. And he was outstanding last year in Xaverian's D1 victory over Needham. Short pooch kick way up in the air. Fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. And boy, did he look casual on that catch. That's Jackson D. Stefano, the senior. So it's 1st and 10, Xaverian at their own 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First and 10, 5:35 to go, first quarter. 7-7's the score. Here come the Hawks right from the sideline. Anderson, the left tackle. Gioso, the left guard. Asunkau, the center. Barnes, the right guard. And Warren, the right tackle. Right side's the wide side. 2 receivers that way. 2 receivers to the short side on the left. 1 back to the right of the shotgun quarterback. 4-man front for St. John's Prep. They send 5. Running back up the middle, has to pop it outside. And that's Dave Chivigato at running back. Again, just back from injury.
Lost 2.
Wow, -2. He's again heading to UMass Amherst. 2nd down, 12 yards to go at their own 23. Here comes Wood from the sideline. Again, Wood just short, 3 yards short of 2,000 yards passing, 36 total touchdowns combined, passing and throwing. And did we mention he's just a junior? Give up the middle. Back gets low. And that's going to be a gain of maybe 6 inches. I believe the first hit made by the Preps number 40, Connor Quigley. Who had that carry?
Number 10.
Okay.
Bryce Todd.
A senior. So we'll give him 1 yard. Makes it 3rd and 11. Their own 24. Again, Xaverian, their longest rush early in this game was 5 yards by the quarterback Wood. Big play, a 65-yard touchdown pass to McIntyre for his 22nd touchdown of the year. Woods back to pass, 4-man rush, has time. The pass was behind McIntyre, a beautiful catch. like he had the old stick-em on his gloves, for a first
Absolutely.
down. That was a big lead catch as he moves from the 24-yard line to the 38. 14 yards.
Nice adjustment in order to make that catch.
Well behind him. Stack formation on that far right as he ran a post. Tackle made by the Preps, Brian Norton. Twins both ways. Left side's the wide side. Running back to the right of the quarterback, Wood. Again, a four-man rush. Wood, he's going to go deep. McIntyre's out there again. McIntyre makes the catch despite
and he scores.
Touchdown, Xaverian. A 65-yard touchdown, and now a 62-yard touchdown.
He was wearing Aaron Radke as a coat when he caught that ball.
So he has 2 touchdowns for a combined 127 yards. Wow. So Xaverian has not been able to run the ball yet, but they've been able to sling it.
Absolutely. And it's a defense.
What?
It was defensive pass interference.
Should be declined by rule.
Yeah.
Take the touchdown.
I didn't hear what he said.
I didn't hear what he said either, but they're going to decline the penalty to take the touchdown.
4 plays, 75 yards in less than 2 minutes.
Oh, they're running the same thing CM just ran in the last game.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Here comes a PAT attempt. Ball is down, right through the middle. Place kicker number 83, Zach Gosavodas. Let's see how badly I butchered that name. And I don't have the pronunciation chart above and beyond number 83.
I have the same thing you have.
Okay.
I was seeing if there was the phonetic chart on mine. Sorry.
What number?
83?
83.
You're looking at St. John's Prep. That was Xaverian.
Oh, whoops. Oh, no, I was looking at Xaverian.
I don't think, did St. John Prep give us that? Yep, there it is.
Gavastis. Yep.
Gavastis.
But anyway, the point is good. It is 14-7 in favor of Xaverian as they're trying to defend their Division I title. And obviously there was some kind of penalty against St. John's.
It was
pass interference.
Pass interference.
So they're kicking off for the 45 of St. John's Prep.
It must have been a dead ball call afterwards that he didn't really
returning out of his end zone across the 20, nearly taken down by the kicker. What a return.
They're calling a touchback. Once the ball crosses the plane of the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. You cannot return the ball.
Why is that?
That's a Federation rule. That once the ball crosses the plane of the goal line, it's an automatic touchback. You can't return the ball.
I love you, Federation. That's a stupid rule.
I was going to say this. I'm going to give that a big thumbs down.
Kind of like automatic icing in youth hockey. So St. John's Prep begins at their own 20. That hurt him.
I don't write them. I just enforce them.
No, we know.
I thought
but you're our officiating punching bag up here in the booth.
No, I thought Bill was going to say, I don't write the rules, Paul. Unlike you, I just know them. From their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Vargas and the Eagles. Gives to the running back right up the middle. Tackle made by Xaverian's Romulus, the middle linebacker. On the run, Maxwell Parent.
Oh, they gave him 4 yards on that. I had him down for 3.
And again, Parent and Toribio have combined for 2,536 yards and 36 touchdowns. 4-yard gain there, 2nd and 6. For their own 26, trailing by 7. 2:30 to go, first quarter. Twins both ways.
Another handoff.
One back goes
Met
right.
him at the line of scrimmage.
Tries to run left behind Siwa and Correa.
Give him a yard on that one. Even though he probably only got a third of a yard.
Yeah. Again, one of the running backs wears number 5, the other wears number 6, so tough to tell them apart. That was apparent again.
Yes.
We'll give him 1 yard. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Big play here early on in the first quarter. Well, late in the first quarter, we're inside 2 minutes early in the game. At their own 26-yard line. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Twins trips to the left, that's the short side. One receiver way out wide right. Quick slant, Vargas looks for him, throws underneath, bounces off his knee.
Absolutely rifled it in there, too.
Coverage was the cornerback, number 21, Chris McIntyre, and also Lincoln ATN. The strong safety came flying up. Incomplete punting situation for the Eagles.
That was some great offensive line protection from St. John's Prep as well. Because number 0 for Xaverian, Nico Tortoloni. Is that how you say it?
High snap.
High snap.
Scrambling after the ball, trying to run to his right. Knocked out of bounds. And that's the backup quarterback who would take over, John Boudreau.
And number 8 for St. John's Prep, Riley Selve, is down on the ground.
Ooh, he's their great receiver. This great sophomore receiver. So a botched punt.
James Good was the made the tackle for Xaverian on the botched snap.
Yeah. Boudreau did a great job to go up and get that ball, trying to elude Ayoun, and then blasted out of bounds by James Getty.
Is it Getty? Getty? All right.
Getty, yep. Oh, it's Gavastas is their kicker. There was the pronunciation. Here we go.
Oh, okay. But here comes Xaverian out on St. John's Prep's 25-yard line after the botched punt.
I formation. Tight end right, and then coming over and switching to the left. Big number 97, who's not in our program. They flip it late, trying to get to the edge. Forced out, finally forced out of bounds by Minogue on the carry, number 44, Sestito. So that was first down at the 26.
Gain of 3. Or 2, looks like they gave him only 2.
Yep. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 1:23 to go in the quarter as he was knocked out of bounds. Put him at the 22. So 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation for Wood. Tight end is to the right. Gives to the back. Sestito going up the middle. Smashes into the defensive line. Keeps his legs driving to get over the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4.
They pulled the guard number 73, Marty Barnes, on that play. Unfortunately, he couldn't make enough penetration into the second layer to give the runner a little room.
We'll call this 3rd and 5 at the 20. Inside a minute to go, first quarter. 14-7, Xaverian Hawks.
The fullback, Nico Tortoloni, is in.
Large lad, tailback behind him, Sestito. Counter, rolling left is Wood. Avoids the rush. Wood accelerating across the 10-yard line and then taken down.
At the 9.
I think if he would have kept his speed up, Paul, he may have made the goal line.
Yeah.
But he decided to just let up and take the yards that he was given.
Going that way. Yeah, and then you can see he thought about sliding.
Yeah.
Coming in for St. John's Prep, number 22, Minogue, involved in another tackle, I think along with 28 on a Mayday. So it's first down, goal to go at the 9 on the 10-yard run. For Xaverian, leading 14-7, and that is going to end the first quarter of play. When we get back, Xaverian will be on the St. John's Prep doorstep, looking to extend their 7-point lead on 1320 WAR.
MIAA.
Nail the dramatic pause. Aitchin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Aitchin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Aitchin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com. Welcome back to second quarter action. Paul Healy along with Eddie Perica, former two-way lineman for the Attleboro Fighting Blue Bombardiers. Bill Keefe Jr., 15-year high school referee, who keeps having to correct me on the officials' calls and the rulings.
Hey, better him than me.
It's the consistency that amazes me. Dave Angel is on camera for AACS. Kevin, that's going to leave him. Mark Callahan is on graphics. And Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. Kevin calls high school football in Rhode Island for that station in Woonsocket.
That we will not mention.
What's that? Oh, the World Cup draw he's looking at. Since when is he a soccer fan?
We got real football going on over here.
Oh, wait. When I'm benevolent czar, we change the name of this game to Gridiron and give football back to soccer.
That would be, yeah.
You know, considering in soccer, you use your feet 100% of the time.
Yeah, you know what? I will agree with that take. I
will say this about soccer. The only dives that happen in football,
Right.
unlike in soccer, are actual plays.
Absolutely. It's one of the, high school football is the best level of football. And I call a lot of high school soccer games as well. There's very little diving or flopping at the high school level. That's all at the more elite level. Big play here at the 9-yard line. Is it first and goal from the 9? Shotgun formation. Wood has running backs on either side of him. Back to the left. Chivagato goes in motion
We
right.
had a false start on 97.
Who's not in our program. Must be a number change.
He got too much of a forward lean and put both hands down, initiating the snap. So they immediately blew it dead. It's kind of tough coming out of the flip of the periods.
Yeah. So there's a flag. Now first and goal now from the 14-yard line.
Yeah, number 97, we don't know his name, but he's their extra lineman on their jumbo package, it seems like.
And it's tough enough to score in the red zone. Ask the New England Patriots. But from 14 yards away, even tougher. Here comes Wood behind that big offensive line. Again, Catholic Memorial knocked off Bishop Fee, and Wood, who's quicker than I remembered, gets to the edge of the
corner.
Turns the corner, finally forced out of bounds by Brian Norton.
We get 8 yards out of that.
Or as Ralph Cramden pronounced it, Norton. Big run by Wood. And again, I could be wrong. Maybe my memory is just faulty. He looks at least a step faster than last year. He's out of bounds at the 6.
We had a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul on who?
On the offense.
Oh. So that was an 8-yard run. So it would have been second and goal from the 6.
They're marking it. The initial penalty was, so they're marking it from the end of the run.
And his ball is all the way back to the 21-yard line.
First and goal.
From the 21.
Since it was a dead ball at second
and
down.
goal, yep.
Second and goal from the 21.
Wood gets the call and goes in. See that the choir formation in that huddle?
Yeah.
That was invented by Hank Stram of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm learning things,
Yes.
new things every day.
The man who used the word matriculate at every opportunity. Press coverage by the quarterbacks on the wideouts. Wood sees it, throws underneath, gets McIntyre. McIntyre taken down from behind by Preps Minogue. Boy, there are some talented wide receivers in this football field.
Absolutely.
Goes from the 21 to the 14, just a 7-yard gain.
And number 21 for Xaverian, Christian McIntyre already has 148 yards on 4 receptions.
Wow.
And 2 touchdowns tonight.
McIntyre came in with 56 receptions, 1,333 yards, and 21 touchdowns. And again,
We have a timeout on the field.
Chivagato was supposed to be the lead receiver. He was injured, and boy, did McIntyre step up. I'm sorry, Bill, what was that?
Xaverian coaching staff approached the lineman, the line judge, and was asking a question, so they had to stop the clock. Now we're back running.
Didn't mean to ignore you there, Bill. I was just pretending I was your wife for a second. Come on, nothing?
I chuckled.
She's listening right now.
He can't say anything. He'll get in trouble.
She hears this.
3rd and goal for the 14-yard line. Trips to the right. That's the wide side. 4-man rush. Wood steps
Slings
up,
it.
slings a side-off shot
Touchdown.
over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Welcome back from injury. Dave Chivagato, one of the captains, headed to UMass, and it's 20-7.
Wow.
Well, Will Wood was on the full sprint when he fired that ball
Yep.
across his body. A beautiful throw.
Wow.
Beautiful throw. Hit the runner in stride as he was coming back toward him.
That was tight coverage by Riley Selvey.
Yeah.
Just a perfect throw. Excuse me, that coverage was by Stefanovic. PAT is up and good by Gavastis. 21-7. We still have 10:58 to go in the first half. Didn't see that coming, folks.
No.
Ew.
Try to sneak a spot in real quick. College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Welcome back, just in time. Here's the kickoff. It's a pooch kick towards the left. Caught at his own 21-yard line, trying to shed a tackler, which just brought him more punishment. I admire the hustle of Ethan Stefanovic, the senior, but woof. And the St. John's Prep Eagles will begin at their own 28-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They trail by 2 touchdowns with 10:52 to go in the second quarter. We were saying how fast the first quarter went by.
Yeah, now it's a little bit of a snail's drag on the
Yes.
second quarter.
Well, you know, with the clock stopping after touchdowns and all.
Yeah.
I formation, offset fullback, right behind Vargas, tailback way back there. Vargas looking left, the wide side. What an arm. Completes the pass, spinning out of the tackle, heading down the left sideline, knocked out of bounds by McIntyre is Riley Selvey, the sophomore standout.
Great move by Selvey after the catch.
And I got to be honest, this is the first time I've seen Vargas play. And I was
31.
thinking to myself, 5-star recruit? That was a 5-star recruit pass.
Sure
That was a
was.
bullet across the field.
Yeah, 31-yard pickup as well.
Bill, earlier you corrected me. Now Vargas is. As they move from their own 28 to the plus 41. I'll let Eddie figure out that yardage. I formation. Give to the back coming through. Skitters to the right. Back to the left. And he's up to the 33-yard line. And which tailback is that?
Parent, I think. No,
Number
number
six.
6.
That's number 6.
2 or 3 drag steps to avoid tacklers. And he's coming off a little bit lame right now.
Ooh. For St. John's Prep. Toribio. 8-yard gain, second down, 2 yards to go from the plus 33-yard line.
Single back formation for St. John's Prep, 2 to the right side.
Actually, the fullback's right behind the quarterback.
I did
Tough
not
to
see
see him there. And they run right. Oh, there's a Xaverian defensive line. And again, Xaverian's defensive line. The defensive ends, the outstanding Dom Funk heading to BC. Julian Ione is the other defensive end. The defensive tackles are Marvin Romulus and Nico Tortolione. Linebackers, Koch, Sanders, and Harden. McIntyre and Holmes, the cornerbacks. Dickhout and ATN, the safeties. Third down and 1.
Harden was in on that tackle, wrapped him up low.
3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Vargas, looking left, bullet over the middle, tipped away by Xaverian linebacker Liam Koch. And it'll be 4th down and a long one. And where are they? They're the 33-yard line. Big play for St. John's, down 2 touchdowns here in the second period with 9:11 to go. Clock stopped after the incompletion. Brian St. Pierre, head coach and quarterback coach for St. John's Prep. In his 12th season. Tight end is to the right. Also a wing that way. I formation. Vargas back to pass. Xaverian sends 4. Down the right side, looking for Stefanich.
Oh.
Nearly a one-hand catch. Stefanich wants pass interference against McIntyre. I think the contact came after the catch was missed.
Yeah.
They were both hand-fighting call as the ball was going down, so the official isn't going to go either way with that.
Right. Unlike the National Football League, where if a defensive back belches, burps, or breathes too hard, they call pass interference. So that's a turnover on downs. Xaverian has the ball back at their own 32. 1st and 10, 9:04 to go, second quarter. Hawks 21-7 lead.
You're not going to flip the field that much on a punt anyway, so going for it really didn't cost you anything.
Here comes Will Wood, 6'2", 205-pound junior. Wide open hole on the left side, skittering through. Is that Bryce Todd? Yes, it was. Bryce Todd on the carry.
For 4-yard pickup.
As he runs left behind the big tackle Anderson and the guard Gioso. We'll give the center a soon cow credit too. Yep.
And that was Radke on the tackle, number 23.
Thank you. As Minogue let someone else get involved. Really?
We've only said his name at least a half dozen times.
Oh, yeah.
Bo Minogue, what a great name for a football player. 5'10", 185. Second down, 5 yards to go. Wood, play action pass, rolls to the right, the wide side. Wide open in the flat is Tortolione. Yeah, Tortolione moves from the 37-yard line into St. John's Prep territory at the 42.
22-yard pickup.
Wow.
Tortolione, 5'9", 210.
Wow.
Looks bigger than that.
I was going to say.
And like his momentum.
He looks like Frankie Strachan from last night.
He's a good-sized boy.
And as we said about Strachan, I wonder how much he really weighs when he puts his left foot on the scale.
I think he might be a true 250. Number 0 for Xaverian. Frankie might be a little bit more.
You want to finish your thought, Bill? Or?
No. Enough said.
Interrupt.
Back to the action. Xaverian going right to left, I formation, old school football. Wood, play action pass, 4-man rush that he has to escape. Goes down the left sideline near first 9 yardage. Pushed out of bounds by, there's that name again, Minogue.
Another 8-yard pickup for him as well.
Yes. Xaverian just seems to be clicking on all cylinders right now.
Oh, yeah.
where St. John's Prep is still trying to find themselves.
Yeah. The Hawks now at the 34-yard line of the Prep, heading right to left. And again, I saw Wood play, I think, 3 times last year. And to Xaverian Hawk fans, I could be dead wrong, but man, he looks faster.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just more confident. Twins to the left, that's the wide side I formation. This is the Westboro High School offense for the 1970s, the John McKay I offense out of USC.
Skips it.
Oh, you were. Anyways.
All right, I'll take the call.
Anyways,
Will Wood.
Will Wood incomplete. Hit the turf.
Shivigato.
I just
thought you were saying something.
I just said, whoa, skips it.
No.
I'm done.
Okay.
We used to have a trick play where the receiver on the outside would step back and the quarterback would throw a skip, one bounce lateral to him. Now, hoping the defense, when they saw the ball hit the ground, would just give up on the play. But the ball's still alive because it's a lateral. That was tough on a muddy field.
I can imagine. Just thump and sticks
Yes,
in the mud.
exactly. I formation, one receiver wide left, the wide side. A counter inside to the fullback. The Prep is not fooled. Big hit made by number 90 for St. John's Prep, Leo Torosky.
No gain. 4th and 2 for the Xaverian Hawks.
4th down, 2 yards to go. Who had that carry?
Nico. Nico had it.
St. John's Prep has brought in number 65, Nick Ieba, a sophomore. 6'4", 320 pounds in anticipation of Xaverian trying to push this ball 2 yards to get a first down.
Wow.
That's exactly what they're planning on doing.
I formation, ace back to the left behind the tackle, flipping over the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
The official on this side has him marked as a first down.
And that's interesting. He went in the air as the run was by Sestito. If his helmet hits the ground, he is short of first down yardage. But he did a complete flip past the first down marker.
They're calling it a first down.
2-yard gain. Ball is now just inside the 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
Paul, I don't know if you mentioned it, but the crowd here for both sides is exceptional. Great numbers from both sides.
I had not mentioned it, I should have. Yeah, this is the biggest crowd we've had for any game by twice.
Yep.
As much. Wood, another play-action pass. Looks left for a post-corner pattern.
Oh, did he
Going
catch
up for
it?
that
He
ball.
caught
Look
it.
at
Possession. Rolling him down at the half-yard line.
Wow.
Dave Shivigato with a catch that was so difficult it's illegal in 17 states. Spinning back shoulder, might have been a one-handed catch, and that St. John's defensive back was on him like glue. Wow, great effort by Davian Sullivan, and just an unbelievable catch by Shivigato.
And that's a great spot by the official.
Yep. 31-yard pass from Woods to Shivigato. And again, Xaverian 10-2 in this season. Imagine how good they would have been if they had a healthy Shivigato all year. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, inside the 1-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming up. I formation. Big
And he
block
punches
by
it
the
in.
fullback. As Sestito rides into the end zone behind his fullback, his center Asun Cow, and his left guard Gioso. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 27-7 with 6 minutes to go and 8 seconds in the first half.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Number 0 for Xaverian. Nico with the lead block through a hole that a semi could freaking drive through.
Tortolione.
Oh, they're going for 2?
Not for long.
Not for long.
I don't know how the ball got into the hands of number 89. I was looking at my notes.
I was doing it as well. I was looking down at numbers as well, Paul.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Richie
I caught it
Edgehill.
either, so sorry, everybody.
Our apologies to the fans. Conversion is no good. So it's 27-7 in favor of Xaverian.
Oh, swinging gate.
Yep.
Direct snap to number 89. Not a fan of the swinging gate.
Richie Edhill. Yeah. Attleboro used it to great success against North Attleboro. I believe it was 2015, but that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So if it's 10 years since I can remember a successful swinging gate play, Bill, your point is valid. Another thing he rarely hears at home. Xaverian, that was an 8-play drive for the touchdown after a 7-play drive for a touchdown. Kickoff is short, fielded. Nice return by a battling Brandon Noyes, a sophomore backup quarterback, 6', 140. St. John's Prep will have the ball at their own 31-yard line. So the Hawks had a 7-play, 26-yard drive to take a 21-7 lead. Gave up 1 first down and then stuffed St. John's on a 4th and 1, and then there was an 8-play, 68-yard drive. That took about 3 minutes. Vargas gives to the tailback. Beautiful run as he started left, cuts to the right again to make McIntyre miss. Finally taken out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Xaverian. And if that tackle's not made by Jonathan Etienne, he is still running. That's number 6 for the Prep. Toribio.
30-yard rush on that one, too.
Oops.
Toribio with a number of different cuts.
Yeah.
To break himself free for that gain.
How far did you say that was, Eddie?
30 yards.
30-yard gain for Toribio. 1st and 10 at the Xaverian 39-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fake to Toribio. Tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Number 8.
That's Dominic Funk, 6'3", 240 pounds, heading to BC. Again, 69 tackles on the season, 15 tackles for loss, along with 10 sacks. So that means he made 25 tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
That's amazing.
Speaking of things that are illegal in 17 states.
Correct.
That will get you a scholarship to a Division I school anytime.
Oh, absolutely.
And he was dominant in last year's Division I victory against Needham. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles. H-back to the right side. They run up the middle with Toribo again. Excuse me, Toribo.
2 yard. 2-yard pickup.
On the tackles for Xaverian, Michael Harden, and then at the line of scrimmage, Brendan O'Shaughnessy. 3rd down, we calling this 7?
Yes.
So a 3-yard gain there. 3rd and 7, just inside the 37-yard line of the Xaverian Hawks, who lead 27-7. We're approaching 5 minutes to go in the first half. Shotgun formation, wide splits on the left side of the offensive line. 1 back to the left of Vargas. Steps up, heavily rushed.
Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete to the left, and that was 100% because of the pass rush of number 11. Let's get this pronunciation correct. Julian Owoon. 4th and 7.
That was some great pressure, too, from the defensive line to get him outside of the pocket as well.
Eddie, as a former scrapper in the trenches on the line of scrimmage, you know, the part of the field that most football fans couldn't care less about.
Yeah.
Because they're wrong. What are your impressions so far?
I mean, Xaverian is imposing their will on both sides of the line. Their defensive line's getting some really good pressure in the face of number 2 for St. John's Prep, and the offensive line is opening up huge holes for their running backs.
Vargas takes the shotgun snap on 4th and 8. Xaverian rushes 4. He has time, throws a post corner pattern, underthrown, and it was dropped. And I hope the defensive back, number 22, dropped that on purpose. Jackson Holmes, the cornerback, as he realized 4th down, knock that ball down, take the field position.
Absolutely. Watching it here,
right through his hands.
He just that's why he's playing defense.
Right.
Sorry, radio fans. We watched the replay, and it went right through his hands.
We saw a game earlier this week where someone made, the good news was it was a tremendous interception. Bad news was it was inside his own 10-yard line. If he just knocked it down, his team would have had the ball at the 35.
Yeah.
So it's Xaverian ball looking to add to their lead. They run to the right. Line of scrimmage is their own 37. Eddie, you got to take it. I missed it.
Number 44 for Xaverian. Rocco Sestito on that one. A nice 4-yard pickup for him. He's been running hard tonight.
Yeah.
He had that. He just had that last touchdown for him as well.
And yes, that's Rocco Sestito, not to be confused with Attleboro's James the Mosquito Sestito.
I was going to say something. I was like, oh, that kind of rhymes a little bit.
Yeah, but this Sestito is not a mosquito.
No.
5'9", 180, as opposed to James the Mosquito Sestito, 146.
He gets the ball again.
He's running left, and I believe he's just a sophomore. Nope, that's wrong. He's a senior. No, sophomore. 2028, runs left behind Anderson, Gioso, and Asuncao. And Xaverian's been running left most of this first half.
Yeah. Well, because they keep running their jumbo package, big number 97, who we don't have his name on the program, unfortunately, is the extra lineman they keep bringing in and just making a wall, like I just was commenting on them a couple minutes ago.
So a 4-yard run by Sestito, followed by a 5-yard run. It's now 3rd and 1 at their own 46-yard line. They lead 27-7. Clock moving inside, 3:30 to go, first period, and I can flip my egg timer over now. There we go. I formation, H-back behind the left tackle, 2 tight ends. Oh, what a hit in the backfield, and Sestito spins out of it, and it's going to be close to the first down. Tremendous hit by the prep, but step 1 hit, step 2, wrap him up and bring him down.
Absolutely.
That was 55 from St. John's Prep.
Wow.
And again, that's Gio Correa.
One of their captains. Hell of a hit.
I think they stuffed him.
They're going to mark,
and
measure.
Mark and measure.
And here comes, again, my dad was on the chain gang at Westboro High from 1964 to 2004, 40 years.
Captain.
Yes, captain of the chain gang. I still have his most prized possession, the captain of the chain gang jacket. People thought he was a prison guard. He didn't mind that.
And where is that jacket located, Paul?
That is it's in the basement, not Carol's garage. There's not room in Carol's garage. Too much of my other junk is in there.
Ooh.
Can you imagine Carol thinks she'd be able to park a car in there? The garage is for my memories.
Oh, and it's a first down
by half a football.
And it's not junk. It's
precious memories
Precious
and connections to my soul. Like my 1985 Miami Rugby Football Club uniform.
I'm going to get you a shadow box for that. You were talking about it earlier today.
1st and 10, Xaverian. Their own 47-yard line.
Just inside 3 minutes left in the second.
And according to the research I was doing before the game, sophomore Rocky Sestito was thrust into the lead back role this year. And now he's thrusting into defenders. 1st and 10, 27-7, Xaverian over St. John's Prep. We're inside 2:50 to go, first half. Shotgun snap. Play action pass, Wood. Chased out of the pocket. Runs to his right.
Slings it.
Fires.
Connects.
Caught by McIntyre. And he just ran away from the pressure of Will Seha.
Paul, watching that play, as Wood was scrambling, he had the wherewithal to turn and look to see where the defender was before he released the ball. That is, you don't see that at a high school level.
And after he threw that, Minogue drilled him. Boy, this Minogue kid, what a linebacker. And McIntyre, what are his receiving totals so far?
Number 21 for Xaverian, right? He is 5 receptions for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns.
They were at the 33-yard line, so from his own 37 to the plus 33. Swing pass out to the left. McIntyre makes the catch. Might have an illegal block, though, as he's forced out of bounds by the Preps' Norton. So that's 17 plus 3, 20. And we'll see what the call is. Holding. And again, one receiver's acting as the blocker on that pass.
Oh,
McIntyre is the catch, and that's right in front of. Is that the linesman or the line judge?
Bill? Was that the linesman or the line judge?
Where is on what side, Paul?
This referee right here in the visiting side.
He'd be the field judge on this side.
Okay.
He'd be the field judge. The back judge and a 7-man crew opposite the sticks is the field judge.
Well, basically that flag was right in front of the field judge's face. So now it is first down and 20 yards to go.
I don't know
from the 42. Yep.
I don't know what the head coach for Xaverian looks like, but one of the coaches is giving the officials an earful in between every play.
So it's first and 19.
Another
so
central handoff to number 44.
Technically a 1-yard gain. Sestino
he's still
moving.
moving.
His feet, pulling the
Oh, my
pile with him.
goodness.
15 yards on that.
Wow. Minogue and teammates dragged by the sophomore Rocco Sestino. You know, with all due respect to badminton players, your name's Rocco. Pretty sure you're going to be playing American football and not badminton.
Yeah.
Or croquet. That was a 15-yard gain? Yes, it was.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my tongue on the comment, so never mind.
You leave the inappropriate stuff to me. Second down, 6 yards to go at the 29-yard line of the prep. Wood takes the shotgun snap. Oh, through the hands of Christian McIntyre, who, well, we've used this line before, makes a mistake once every 3 or 4 games just to show his humanity.
Yeah.
Boy, 2 good-looking uniforms out there. Classic old-time football uniforms, classic old-time football offenses.
Oh, Will Wood, he's got a UCLA hand towel on. Wonder if that's where he wants to go to school after high school.
He's a junior. Huh. And I wonder if there's any way we can communicate with... Oh, you know what? I'm going to try to go to the PA announcer's box and see if they have number 97's name. Third down, 6 yards to go for the Hawks, leading 27-7, 1:39 to go, second quarter. A blitz, but they left 2 backs into block.
Over the back.
Pass is incomplete. Outstanding pass defense.
Davion Sullivan on the coverage.
Yes. 4th and 6. You know, it's, again, another reason I like how... Ooh, yeah.
Got away with that. Got a little hip hook.
But I like how they let defensive backs play football at the high school level.
Yes. That is a huge difference between high school and the upper levels. The upper levels are all about offense.
Yep.
High school levels is about learning.
Right. And again,
timeout Xaverian.
Timeout by Xaverian. When we come back, they'll be facing a 4th and 6 at the 29-yard line, leading 27-7 with 1:32 to go in the second quarter. Don't go away. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Yep.
Welcome back. 4th down, 6 yards to go for the Xaverian Hawks under Coach Al Fornaro. Al Fornaro in his 9th season as head coach, I believe after 37 years as a defensive assistant under Hall of Famer Charlie Stevenson. Trips to the left, that's the wide side, 1 back that way. Tight end to the right who goes out for a pass, sideline and go, but Wood goes left.
Got him.
He's open. Catch is made by Shivagato.
Still on his feet.
Cuts back the other way and gets down to the 2-yard line.
27-yard reception for him.
Tackle finally made by Stefanovic, who's an excellent receiver himself. What a clutch play on 4th and 6. And that offensive line gave Wood time to research the whole field.
Yeah, picked up the, he got hit afterwards by number 40 for St. John's Prep, Connor Quigley, but he got that ball up before contact was even made. And props to number 1, Dave Shivagato, for just keeping his feet moving. That was a beautiful play.
Wow, what are his stats now? He moves from the 29 to the 2. That was 27 yards.
Yeah, he's 3 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown.
First and goal. And again, missed almost the entire year because of injury. H-back behind the left tackle. I formation. They run left again.
Oh, he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Sestito gets a whole lot of nothing there. Coming in for the prep, number 5, Maxwell Parent had a big hit, but there was also some sluggos in the line of scrimmage who did their job.
And Davian Sullivan for St. John's Prep was there to help finish that tackle, it looked like. Yep, there he is, number 0.
There it is, yep, good call. So second and goal from the 2. I formation option.
Oh, fumble!
They tried to run an option right. Wood faked the pitch, kept the ball, and then knocked from his hands by Maxwell Parent.
And Davian Sullivan on the fumble recovery, unfortunately on their own 1-yard line. Oh, that was a beautiful punch out. We're watching replays, people.
Parent makes
Sorry.
the play, and the fall ball is recovered by Sullivan. So Sullivan made a huge tackle and a fumble recovery.
Woo.
And it was a fake pitch by Wood where the ball was knocked out. So St. John's Prep still trailing by 20 points with 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. And if they come back, that's a huge missed opportunity for Xaverian.
Absolutely.
Their own 1-yard line, 1st and 10, 99 yards away. And again, Funk for Xaverian does have 1 safety on the season. So they just keep it with a quarterback run right up the middle. That'll end the first half. Bill Keefe, who's number 97?
Paul, I have no results from my excursion.
Because the coaches don't know either?
The coaches aren't normally where they would be over to our right. They're not there.
Oh.
And St. John's Prep is on this side, and they have no idea either.
Wow. And that ends the first half. The Xaverian Hawks with a 27-7 lead. And in the words of the great Maxwell Smart, missed it by that much in terms of making it 34-7. Huge clutch play by Maxwell Parent. Eddie, throw some stats at us, you maniac.
So we'll start with Xaverian first. Will Wood, he's 10 for 14, 264 yards in the first half.
Say that again?
264 yards in the first half, 3 passing touchdowns. And then your top receiver right now is number 21 for Xaverian, Christian McIntyre, with 5 receptions, 168 of those yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then you got 2 on the. You got 1 more reception touchdown by number 1 Nico, with 3 receptions for 72 yards. And then number 44 for Xaverian, Rocco Sestito, 32 rushing yards and a touchdown. And then for St. John's Prep, not as much going on for them in this first half. But number 2, Chris Vargas, he is 4 for 11 for 50 yards and a passing touchdown.
In his first game back from injury.
Yep. Excuse me. Brain fart. And then number 8, Riley Selve, 3 catches for 81 yards.
Wow.
And a touchdown, excuse me.
Yeah, and Xaverian so far controlling the line of scrimmage. We'll be back with second half action after this on 1320 WARA and AACS. 15 Sports. Okay. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com. Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com. Achen's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Achen's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Achen's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial. College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Welcome back to halftime here at Gillette Stadium. I'm Paul Healy along with Eddie Perica and Bill Keefe Jr., who I called O'Keefe a bunch of times yesterday and he didn't correct me once. Thank you very much. Xaverian had the ball first. St. John's forced him on a 3-and-out as the Hawks could not get anything going on the line of scrimmage. But we were thrilled to see St. John's all-everything sophomore quarterback Vargas come back to start this game from injury. Chris Vargas, on the season, he had thrown 21 touchdowns and 1 interception. But Eddie, what happened on his first pass tonight?
Big old interception.
Exactly, by Xaverian's number 39, Jonathan Etienne, a 5'10", 180-pound senior strong safety. And then Xaverian, after doing nothing on their first possession, traversed 70 yards on just 3 plays, including a 65-yard touchdown pass from Will Wood to Christian McIntyre. McIntyre's 22nd touchdown of the year, and it put him over 1,400 yards receiving on the season.
It's crazy. It's insane.
St. John's then had their best drive of the first half as they moved 71 yards on 6 plays from their own 29-yard line into the Xaverian end zone. Big play. Then we saw Vargas's 5-star ability with a 48-yard touchdown pass to Riley Selve. The Hawks came right back, covering 75 yards in just 4 plays, a 14-yard pass to McIntyre, and then a 62-yard touchdown pass to McIntyre for a 14-7 lead. What did you have for McIntyre's receptions in the first half?
He's got 5 receptions, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
So 168 yards in one half of football, which, well, that was more than my total for my high school career.
A lot more than me, too. I never played.
I spent more time at defensive back, but still, that's impressive. Xaverian made it 21-7 after a St. John's. St. John's could not generate a first down from their own 20. And again, that's when the kick went into the end zone.
Yep.
The returner,
by Federation rule.
Yes, he returned the ball out to almost the 40-yard line, but by Federation rules, as pointed out by Bill Keefe, because the ball went into the end zone, what's that mean, Bill?
Touchback, no return.
So they had to start at their 20-yard line. Got a whole lot of nothing. They were punting on 4th and 5. It was a high snap. Great job by the punter and backup quarterback, John Boudreau, to retrieve the ball, but he ended up getting sacked. What, I guess hold on here. Yes, he ended up getting sacked at his own 26-yard line. And then it took Xaverian 7 plays to traverse that 26 yards after overcoming a personal foul, dead ball penalty on them. They had a 2nd and goal from the 21-yard line.
They did. I haven't seen that really ever, I think.
And they had a 7-yard, thank you very much, a 7-yard pass to McIntyre. And then speaking of players, just his 2nd game back from injury, Dave Chivagato, he had a 14-yard touchdown reception. PAT was good. That made it 21-7. St. John's was stopped on 4th down at their 33-yard line of the Hawks with 9:04 to go in the half. The Hawks traversed 68 yards on 8 plays. This time, a 1-yard touchdown run from Rocco Sestito, just a sophomore. What were his first half stats?
Sestito's?
Yep. Right here, 9 catches.
Oh, sorry, my bad. He had 9 rushing attempts for 31 yards and a touchdown.
Wow. So that made it 27-7. Once again, St. John's was forced to turn the ball back over to Xaverian. Xaverian had it at their own 37 with 4:29 to go in the half. Drove all the way to the 2-yard line. 4, 5, 6. On the 12th play of the drive from the 2-yard line, Will Wood, for the first time tonight, they were running an option to the right out of an I formation. Great defensive play by Maxwell Parent caused Wood to fumble, recovered by Sullivan at his own 1-yard line. There were only 7 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play and a great, hopefully igniting spark for St. John's Prep coming into the second half.
All right, we're going to give a little more love to our sponsors and underwriters. We'll be back for second half action in just about 3 minutes. Thanks for joining us, folks.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com. LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com.
What is this? I don't want this.
Welcome back as we're getting ready for third quarter action. Paul Healy along with Eddie Perica, Bill Keith Jr., Dave Angels on camera for AACS, Kevin Callahan running our graphics, Jim Jones, the brains of the outfit, is the engineer in charge. I've only had one chocolate chip cookie today.
You can have the rest of mine. There's two-thirds.
Okay. No.
I don't need them. I don't need them.
And there's more here that I not eaten. Those are
Okay.
pulled off.
All right. So, St. John's Prep will have the ball first, trailing by 20 points, 27-7. Bill, we'll give you the first shot at this. What do the Eagles have to do to get back in this game?
Paul, they have to maintain, well, not maintain, but they have to develop and have a long, sustaining drive just to keep the ball away from Xaverian, and they need to score on the drive as well as hold Xaverian to 3 and out at least 2 or 3 times.
My question for you, Eddie, their first 3 possessions, Xaverian couldn't establish much on the line of scrimmage. They did have long completions. Hold on, here's the return for St. John's Prep on our left. Breaking through a tackle across the 40-yard line.
I think this is the
He's gone.
Salve, if he makes it, an 80-yard kickoff return.
Wow.
Well, that's one thing St. John's Prep can do to get back in this game.
Exactly. I think you just answered your own question you were going to ask me. Well, I'll elaborate on that.
Yeah.
You know, play how you've been playing all season. From what I've read about and a couple, TikTok clips because of their 5-star sophomore quarterback.
Yeah.
Play how you've been playing all season. The first half is over. The second half is a whole other football game. And this is how you started right here with these big explosive plays.
Wow.
Don't go for the Hail Mary shot every time because you don't have to. But this hopefully ignites the fire underneath St. John's Prep this half.
Josh Ritchie for the PAT to try to make this a 27-14 game. There's a snap, good hold. Right through the middle, 27-14. No, you know what question I was going to ask?
Hit me.
St. John's dominated the line of scrimmage the first 2 or 3 possessions. Since then, Xaverian dominated the line of scrimmage. Was that just better execution, or did they make adjustments?
I think it was a little bit of both, because obviously throughout the game you're going to see things. We've seen coaches from both teams walking around with headsets and talking to the coaches on the sidelines. You're going to make mid-game adjustments as always. Xaverian, had that ground and pound, some of the play-action pass and stuff like that, and had them on their heels. And, we've seen it here. Xaverian, when they bring in number 97, who we now know the name of, Colin Corbett in, when you bring in another offensive lineman, you can open up the field maybe a little bit more and have, those semi-sized holes.
So Salve now for St. John's Prep, trying to get his stats.
The question is, can St. John's defensively stop Xaverian?
Salve now has 15 touchdowns on the year. Returning from his own 8-yard line. Didn't get the number. Oh, what a hard hit!
They're going to rule the ball down at the 21.
Returned by number 38, Sergeant. We got to get some help with this name. Sergeant Chismadia. And boy, did he take a big hit.
And Aaron Radke from St. John's Prep was in there on first contact.
Wow.
Number 22.
No,
right?
that's Minogue again.
Minogue, excuse me.
Wow. Boy, he only hits people when he's awake. So Xaverian has the ball. 1st and 10, their own 21-yard line. Their own 21-yard line. We're on color, am I? 1st and 10, 11:43 to go in the quarter after the 80-yard kickoff return by Salve. Wood, shotgun formation, 2 backs. Sestito running to the left. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a short gain.
Giving him one.
Giving him one on that one.
Well, so far, St. John's Prep has done what they need to do. The quick score, swing the momentum toward their side, and now they need to hold.
Capitalize on it.
Yep. Need to hold them to 3 and out, keep it going their way.
Yeah.
I think that was another big hit by the 5'10", 185-pound senior linebacker, Bo Minogue. Second down, 9 yards to go for their own 22. Wood, shotgun formation, trips to the right, one receiver left. Slot right comes in motion left. Fake the
QB
jet
keeper.
sweep. Wood goes up the middle. Taken down after a short gain. Tackle made by Prep's Connor Quigley.
I think they're only giving. Oh, they gave him 2 on that one.
Yep. Third down, 7 yards to go for Xaverian. This is a huge momentum play.
Absolutely. Third and, somewhat long on it. St. John's Prep is, if they're planning on passing, make sure your coverage, if they're running man, stick to your man like Velcro.
And they've had a lot of press coverage on the corners.
They have.
Which shows confidence.
They have. Honestly, I'd like them to run maybe a little spy over the middle because we've seen Wood take off. He had an 11-yard rush in that first half. Empty backfield for Xaverian.
Nasiudu goes out, who's played very well, changes. 4-man front, they rush them all. Again, press coverage. Wood rolling right. Back shoulder throw to McIntyre. Incomplete because of great pass defense. Not good, great by Brian Norton.
That's the drive right there for St. John's Prep. That's the defensive stance, that you wanted to have for St. John's Prep coming out of this half.
Absolutely.
An 80-yard kickoff return to start the second half, and then a potential 3 and out generated by their defense. Back in punt formation. And boy, the Eagles might be coming after this. They only have one returner deep. They are. Nice block by the protector on the left side. Got to get that number.
Self
with a catch at his own 40. He's already at midfield where he's taken down. Tackle made, I believe, by Xaverian's Ronnie Escobar.
And they are going to mark that ball at the 50. So you can call it a short field to start.
Yeah. And then love play, Ronnie Escobar. 5'8", 165-pound senior. So tough to get in the field when a team as talented as Xaverian. Great to see a player like that do the job on special teams.
Absolutely.
Midfield for St. John's. And this drive could define the rest of this ball game.
Absolutely.
First and 10, Twins to the left. That's the wide side. Now it's the Hawks playing press coverage. They give to the running back up the middle, Parent. And there's a whole lot of not much there. Let me rephrase that. A whole lot of not much.
Of not much.
Remember Bum Phillips? You remember Bum Phillips, the old Houston Oilers coach? Yeah.
Sure do.
He once said that's a whole lot more than just a little bit. But he was trying to be funny. I just screwed up. Second down, 8 yards to go. After the 2-yard run by Parent. And they're at the 48-yard line of
Second
the
and
Hawks.
8.
Yep. 4-man front for the Hawks. Right slot comes in motion left to create twins to the wide side. Vargas in shotgun formation. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Intercepted. Cutting in front of that pattern, Ryan Dickout. Wow.
If he was 6'5", he would have had that.
Yes.
Yep.
Ryan Dickow, let's get the proper pronunciation, but outstanding defense. And that, you know what, that shows me some film work.
Oh, absolutely.
He was cutting in front of that pattern before the ball was thrown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Intended receiver was Scala.
Got the hand on it, but unfortunately just couldn't bring it in.
4-man front. St. John's heading right to left. Third and a long 8. Left side's the wide side. Right slot comes in motion to create twins. Vargas back to pass. Drop play. Parent avoids one tackle.
Sworn
for a loss of 1. He avoided the hit of Liam Koch. And then Koch's teammates held him up, and Koch got back in there to make the tackle. Nice defensive play by number 8, Dominic Funk.
Yeah, and as Xaverian, that's how you respond, saying, no, I am controlling this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the momentum was with St. John's Prep, and now we're back into neutral.
Yeah.
4th and 10 back at midfield, and the Prep will punt. Return, blocking, line drive punt, good one to return, catches it at his own 20, but a great open field one-on-one tackle by St. John's Prep Brian Norton, his second big special teams tackle as he stops.
And he's
Connor
the long
Keene.
snapper, Paul.
Wow.
You know, the long snappers this weekend have been
Yes,
really impressive.
Very
you know.
athletic.
Jackson
Very
Pickens for
athletic.
King Philip, yep.
Yeah. Well, what we thought down at the 3-inch line, but his
Yes.
shoulder hit the end zone. We were, if you caught us last night covering the KP game, we were going a little ballistic.
We were rooting for that
Yeah.
Yes.
downing of the ball.
Here comes Xaverian with their offensive line left to right. Anderson, Gioso, the center, Asunkau, the right guard, Barnes, right tackle, Warren.
And Corbett's back in at the extra offensive lineman.
And they give to Sestito as he runs right, moves from his own 24 to his own 28.
For a 5-yard pickup.
So Xaverian started this drive at their own 23. Now they're at their own 29, so a 6-yard gain by Sestito on first down. 7:41 to go in the third quarter. Xaverian leads 27-14. Heading left to right, left side's the wide side. Two wideouts that way. Sestito to the left of the quarterback, Will Wood. They give to Sestito. Oh, what a block!
Oh, my goodness.
Pulling from the left side was the left guard, Gioso, and he hammered the St. John's defensive end, allowing for a first down run by Sestito. And Eddie, as a former offensive lineman, that's like a dream for you guys.
Sure is. Sure is.
Picking on the little guys.
5-yard, 5-yard run by Sestito to the 34-yard line. Great block, pulling guard, Gioso. Shotgun formation, now the left side's
Blitz.
the wide
He's pulling
side.
again.
Trips against the blitz, and coming through the A
Oh, late hit.
to make the tackle
No
was
call
Connor
on that,
Quigley.
looking for it.
Loss of 1.
Gioso came flying around again, ran the same play.
But the linebacker came right through the gap he vacated.
Yep.
Second down, 11 yards to go, 27-14, Xaverian, 6:33, 6:32, 6:31 to go, third quarter. The Hawks trying to defend their Division I title.
After those two plays, Paul, number 21, Teresi
Yeah.
from St. John's Prep. My guess is he'll be using ice packs after the game.
Press coverage by the confident St. John's defense. Corbett, the big fullback, goes in motion.
Another screen.
Out of the bubble screen.
Big man.
Catch is made by Shivagato. Flag is down
Again.
after about a 4-yard gain.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but Will Anderson came flying out of nowhere to lay some wood down on the corner.
They're moving the linemen much more in the second half than they did in the first half with these pulls.
Who's it? Holding. Offense.
So they're going to give him credit. It's going to be from the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Okay. So they're going to march it back. It's going to be about 2nd and 21.
34 to the 24.
Yep. Second down, 21 yards to go for the Hawks. Again, in the first half, they overcame a 2nd and goal to go from the 21 after a series of penalties to score a touchdown. But this time, they're 76 yards away from the St. John's Prep Eagle end zone. Clock moving inside 5:50 to go, third quarter. Eddie, my 3-minute egg timer is empty. What's that mean?
You gotta tell the score, right?
Exactly. 27-14, Xaverian over St. John's Prep.
And it's closer than the score indicates, Paul.
Yes,
This
it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
tough game going on right now in the second half.
Twins trips to the right, but now the slot comes in motion.
QB
They
keeper.
fake the jet sweep. Woods running up the middle.
Oh.
Gets to the sideline, cuts it upfield. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like, yeah.
Taken out of bounds by Selve, I believe. Xaverian fans wanted a flag there, but I thought Selve more placed him down gently than threw into the turf.
Oh, they got 8 on that one.
Yep. So a gain of,
Ooh,
yeah, he kind of let up.
Yep, he let up. He had him wrapped and let him up after he hit White.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 12. So what did you give him, 8 or 9 on that?
8.
8-yard gain for Wood. They're at their own 32, which means it should have been 9, but whatever.
Oh, excuse
3rd
me.
down is dinner time, as I said
I'll
last
change
night,
it.
Paul.
I'll change it.
Say that again?
3rd down is dinner time.
Yes, it is. Trips to the right. That's the wide side. Wood back to pass. Just a 3-man rush by St. John's Prep.
And they got
Wood tries
him.
to run up the middle, and he is sacked.
89.
Yes.
Vincenzo
Graziani. Boy, I wonder if he's the younger brother of the great Graziani player. No, that was his Xaverian player. Anyway, Graziani on the sack. I think also Tarosky was in there. So it's going to be 4th and 13. Wow. 4:45, 4:44, clock moving, but Xaverian has to punt it back to St. John's Prep. Nearly blocked. Catch is made at his own 36, getting to the edge, and Selve goes out of bounds. So his own 36,
Is there no
it's 14. That's
roughing
a
the kicker
17-yard
on that
return.
one?
No, it looked like it was contact was made by his own
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
man. I'm going to take a look at it on the replay.
He was either blocked into him. He was blocked into
he
him.
blocked
blocked into him.
by his own
Okay.
man.
So St. John's Prep has great field, well, very good field position at the 47-yard line of the Hawks. And boy, watching this second half, it doesn't feel like St. John's is trailing by 13.
No.
No.
Plus 47, 1st and 10. Vargas, I formation, tight end is left. That's the short side. Running straight up the middle is Toribio. Tackle made by Xaverian's Koch. That's a 5-yard gain.
5-yard pickup.
Paul, and only seeing tape and reading accounts of the Thanksgiving game, this seems very similar.
Yeah.
Where Xaverian was ahead and St. John's Prep came back.
St. John's Prep, Correa the left tackle, Siwa the left guard, Malhot the center, Urzik the right guard, and the right tackle is Fugolski. 2nd down, 5 yards to go from the 42 of the Hawks. Shotgun formation, twins to the right, that's the wide side, right up the middle.
Oh, nice.
Carry made by Toribio, and not much there.
No.
That's number 19. Number 18 on the tackle for the Eagles, Michael Harden, an outside linebacker. 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2?
3rd and a long 2.
So we'll give him credit for a 3-yard gain. At the 39-yard line of the Hawks. We're approaching 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hawks lead 27-14. And again, both teams play press coverage on the wideouts.
Yeah.
Against quarterbacks who can really throw. 6 men in the line of scrimmage.
Play
Xaverian
action.
sends them all after Vargas throws it. The pass is high. Great pass rush by Julian Uwan. And Vargas shows his athleticism to avoid the sack and get the ball off and nearly complete it.
Make that his 7th straight incompletion for the night.
Selvius got a hand on it and almost caused a possible interception, but it landed in between Xaverian players.
Almost penalized for his hustle.
Yeah.
4th down, a long 2, short 3 yards to go for St. John's. That defensive front for the Hawks, Funk and Owan are the defensive ends. Romulus and Tortolione are the defensive tackles.
Twins to the left and right for St. John's Prep in the shotgun formation.
Yep.
Press on the outside.
Pistol formation, back to pass
Bringing him
Vargas.
back.
Stays into block.
Intercepted!
He had a man doing a slant. He chose to
And
go
he's still
outside
going.
and still at his feet down the left
Oh,
side.
he's still going.
Ryan Dickhow with the interception.
Wow.
So Vargas had thrown 21 touchdown passes and 1 interception all year. Now he's thrown 2 in this game. And what a play by Dick Howe. And again, Bill, that looked like good film study.
Absolutely.
He jumped that route.
Great play.
And great pressure from number 8 for Xaverian. Dominic Funk coming around the end on that.
Headed to BC.
Yeah.
The return was outstanding, Paul.
Yes.
Nearly tied up 2 or 3 times, just kept his feet moving, and he moved it all the way down to the 30.
Which is a way of saying to Coach Fernaro, see, I can play more than defense, Coach. But Eddie, for a guy who played his whole career in the trenches, outstanding analysis of that play.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tackle was finally made by Toribio. But the Hawks now have the ball where? At the 30-yard line. Wow.
I think they had,
That's a huge play in this game.
they had 2 interceptions for Xaverian and a fumble recovery, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so 3 turnovers for Xaverian. Play action pass, Wood drops back.
3 turnovers
Slings
caused
it.
by
Has him wide open.
touchdown! Dave Chivagato headed to UMass to continue his career with the touchdown.
Blown coverage, it looked like. I didn't
Yes.
see anybody down in the defensive backfield for St. John's Prep. That was just too easy.
That's all I can say on that play right there.
St. John's Prep was on the verge of making this a 1-score game, and suddenly they trail 33-14.
Never picked him up after he crossed.
Wow. And I'm trying to see, I have too much stuff here, what Chivagato did on Thanksgiving.
Splits the uprights. PAT is good for Xaverian.
So it's 34-14 now in favor of Xaverian, and I think that's Chivagato's 4th touchdown in 3 games since coming back.
Yeah. And little stat update for the Xaverian Hawks. Will Wood, 294 yards on 11 for 16 passes, 4 passing touchdowns. And his 2 top receivers, number 21, Christian McIntyre, 168 yards on 5 receptions, 2 tutties. And then number 1, Nico Tortolione.
Nope.
What?
Number 1 is Dave Chivagato.
Excuse me. Wrong number. Yeah. My bad. For 4 receptions, 102 yards, 2 tutties.
Kicking off now for Xaverian is number 83, Xander Gavastas. And they have another big kickoff return all the way out near midfield. Nice tackle made by Xaverian's number 5, David Alamakun. And I believe, was that return number 9? If it was Ethan Stefanovic.
Yeah, it was number 9.
So a long return. St. John's, with 2:11 to go in the 3rd quarter, has the ball at the Xaverian 49.
And apologies to the Chivagato family.
Chivagato.
I'm very sorry. I got a little excited.
Shotgun snap to Vargas. They try to run up the middle, inside, popping it outside. He's got some room. Parrish is near the 20-yard line, dragging Xaverian
all the way down to the 11-yard line.
But there's a flag around the 30-yard line.
Finally making the tackles were ATN.
And it's going to be holding on St. John's Prep, it looks like.
And Harden for Xaverian, Harden's limping, and this is coming back.
Oof.
Quite the discussion.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So holding. So the ball.
Not a first down. The official indicated first down, but we're 2 yards short.
Yeah. Ball is at the 41 of Xaverian, which means the holding was called 2 yards downfield.
No,
8 yards.
8 yards. Yep.
So it's 1st and 2.
Well, the spot of the foul was at the 31, so well downfield.
Okay. So from the 49 to the 31, that's 18 yards. So an 18. So he still gets credit for an 18-yard run. No. 14. We'll figure it out later. Parent, inside, outside, breaks another tackle, but wrestled to the turf, and that's enough for 3 yards and a first down.
Yep, ball's at the 37. Nice run.
So wherever that hold was, it was well downfield.
Yeah.
And completely unnecessary at that spot.
Wow. So 1st and 10 for St. John's. 1:13 to go in the first half. They trail 34-14 against the Hawks. Back to pass. Vargas steps up.
Slings it.
Beautiful throw.
Oh, my
Tremendous
goodness.
catch. Oh, what an incredible pass.
Ruling him down at the 2.
Riley Selve, the super sophomore, with another great catch. So that was from the 38-yard line to the 2, a 36-yard pass.
Outstanding effort. Outstanding effort.
From Vargas to Selve. And again, Selve, 68 receptions, 1,419 yards, 13 touchdowns coming in. He has 2 more touchdowns today. 1st and goal from the 2. I formation, tight end left, H-back right.
Punches it, walks right in.
Great job by Correa, the left tackle. Siwa, the left guard. And the big center, number 64, Malhot. That was Parent on the touch. Oh, that was number 6 on the touchdown.
Number 6.
That's
Jordan
Taribo.
Walked right in, barely. He only got touched after he walked over the end zone line.
The entire left-hand side of the St. John's prep line just blew back Xaverian.
2-yard touchdown run, 34-20. Here's the PAT, right through the middle by Josh Ritchie. And it's we got a football game again, folks. 34-21.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paul, and these kickers, they don't need the high school goal post. They're drilling them right down the middle.
Right down the middle on each
Again,
run.
these pro goal posts 6 feet thinner than high school goal posts. Want to thank our underwriters, W.H. Riley and Son, Rich Harwood, and Bay State Financial Services. He does a great job, especially a niche specialty of helping families with children with special needs secure their financial futures. H&'s Auto in North Attleboro. You know, once had a flat tire, and I didn't have a lug nut wrench in my car.
Uh-oh.
So I had to call AAA. H&'s Auto shows up, and the kid who changed my tire played center for Old Colony.
Oh, very cool.
When I called their win in one of the Tech Bowl games.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Small world, huh?
Yes. St. John's is going to kick off from right to left. They are now within 13 points of Xaverian with 12 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Pooch kick right down the middle, fielded at his own 20-yard line. That's Shivagato. He gets across the 35 because he willed it. In on the tackles, number 40, Quigley, and I think 24 was the other number, Owen Hawk. So it sounds hard to believe. Xaverian's got 34 points, and it feels like they've got to score again.
Yeah.
It feels like a one-score game or a tie ball game.
Yeah. This is like I said, coming back from halftime, the second half of a football game is a whole new game, especially in these championship games. And St. John's Prep has come to play. And it does feel a lot closer. It doesn't feel like they're down by 13.
Yeah. And it's amazing, so much of a football game, 48 minutes long. Sometimes the first 40 minutes is all about skill, and the last 8 minutes is all about will.
Yep.
Got a timeout on Xaverian.
Yes.
Coming out of the break.
So Coach Fernaro knows how important this is as well. We'll take a quick break on 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. This is the 4th of the 8 championship games we've had the privilege to call this year. The Division I final, 34-21, Xaverian over St. John's Prep, and it's the Hawks ball at their own 35. Going right up the middle. That's the large young man who goes by the name of Nico Torleone.
Who I mistakenly called on the last score for Xaverian. 12-yard pickup for him, too.
And I'm sure Nico and Dave Shivagato are both great guys, physically completely dissimilar. So that was from the 35 to the 46. 11-yard gain.
Yeah, we're going into the fourth quarter.
Wow. When we get back, it'll be 1st and 10. The Hawks trying to protect a 13-point lead over the last 12 minutes. I'm having fun. Hope you folks are, too. Aitchin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Aitchin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Aitchin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com. College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
What was the movie? I'm sorry.
Yes, Bill. No, we can do some movie talk.
What was the movie that Colin Farrell was in the phone? Was it Phone Booth? Remember he was in the phone booth?
Oh, that's right. Yes. We were just talking about payphones, folks, because they're making fun of my flip phone here. And just imagine sometime in the late 80s or early 90s, a guy comes into a big inheritance. And he says to his wife, honey, we've got to make this work for us. We have to invest it in the cash business where there's quick turnover. Honey, let's buy a bunch of payphones. Do you think that couple's still married?
I hope they made their millions.
I doubt it. But back to the football game.
Yes.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Xaverian has the ball in a 13-point lead at their own 46-yard line. Heading right to left. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants, blue numbers and stripes with gold trim. Again, press coverage on the receivers. Oh, look at that guard pull, and what a hit. Big. The right guard, Barnes, all 295 pounds of him, pulls to the right, clears out the defensive end, but the middle of that St. John's defense still held that play to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, they've been pulling their linemen a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And big old number 97, Colin Corbett, coming back in for that heavy offensive line look. That's been pretty successful for them tonight, I'd say.
It was a nice job by St. John's Prep's number 58, the defensive tackle.
Also an I formation for Xaverian right now.
Boise and Asudu. Second down, 9 yards to go. From their own 40.
Another handoff. Oh.
Wow.
To number 44, to Rocco.
Wow, Rocco Sestito showing some fancy footwork.
13 yards on that play.
And they went right over Corbett on that play.
Wow. So
He sealed the inside and then went right off his hip.
How many yards did you give him there?
I gave him 13 on that one.
Wow.
And then Nico, who I mistakenly gave a touchdown
Yep.
the last quarter, has been a fabulous lead blocker for the
Yes.
Xaverian Hawks tonight. Hitting the hole hard and fast and just blowing these linebackers or defensive end that fills in the hole right out of the way.
Xaverian 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the prep. 10:40 to go. Clock moving. Tight end left, right side's the wide side. Again, the right guard pulls, but it's a play-action pass. Wood gets to the edge.
Oh, he got him.
Over the middle.
Fumbled it.
Great catch by
And
the
recovers
tight end.
it.
And then the ball is loose.
Fumbled and recovered by 89.
Richie Edgehill, who goes way up with his 6'3", 231-pound frame, makes the catch, fumbled it, and then recovered. And I think the refs got that right. Boy, did Wood look good on that play.
Did. And now Will Wood has broken 300 yards on the game. Oh. Well, they called it a catch.
Yeah, okay, he did make a football move. He did have the possession of
Yep,
it.
I thought
then
so.
it slid off his arm as he was trying to make a cut.
Yeah, the St. John's prep fans are not happy with that call.
And another reason, this is high school football, the greatest level of football. That play in the NFL level,
Not reviewable.
well, at the NFL level, it would be about a 12-minute review.
Correct. Be enough time to go re-up on some buffalo chicken dip in the kitchen. If it was
The
NFL
officials
game.
are talking about it, and you have to wonder if any of them did take a peek at the big screen. The screen that Dave Angel keeps telling us to stop looking at.
Well, if they call it a catch, he'll be over 300 yards.
Here comes the official.
Oh, I think they ruled it incomplete.
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 Bill Keefe.
No, absolutely not. The ruling on the field should stand.
Wow.
So the St. John's Prep Eagles still have 10:28. They're still in this game. And now it's 2nd and 10.
I mean, I just run that same play again.
Well, that was a high effort play by Will Wood to stay alive that long.
True.
He caught that ball, took at least 3 or 4 steps, and then the ball slid off his arm as it looked like he was trying to establish himself to make a move, but he was already down and made a football move.
Eddie, you think that was 3 or 4 steps or more like 1 or 2?
2.5. We'll go right in the middle. How about that?
And I was going to commend this officiating crew for doing a great job, which they have up until this point.
2nd down, Hawks. Bunch formation on the left, and that's the short side of the field. Tight end right. One running back. Crossbuck. Back to pass is Wood. He's got a player on the
wide
line.
open.
Goodness.
Shivagato is wide open.
Wow.
Shivagato is in the end zone. 40-yard touchdown pass. So you say the officials made a bad call on the last play. I'll tell you this, Bill. The ball knows. Because now it's a 40-yard touchdown.
Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely.
And Xaverian is now ahead 40-21. And that sound you hear is a giant sigh of relief from every Xaverian Hawk fan ever born. Yep.
He just laid that ball right into him. Just right into him in stride. Whoa, he had to
Right
slow
in
down a little
right
bit.
in the bread
But
basket.
got him.
And it was almost like Shivagato delayed a bit and then went
Yeah.
on the, wheel routes you usually see from running backs.
Yeah,
not receivers.
absolutely.
He was all alone
And the
dashing down the
PAT
left
is up and
sideline.
good.
It is suddenly 41 for Xaverian, 21 for St. John's Prep.
Paul, let's give a shout out to Matt Spalding, the long snapper for Xaverian. He has been on point all game with his snaps.
He fires bullets.
He does.
I loved it a few years ago for Attleboro when the holder was the quarterback. The long snapper was Matt Harvey, the backup quarterback.
Yes. Yeah.
Love Matt Harvey.
Oh, yeah, he ended up being a 2.5-year starter. Kind of a
Great guy.
baseball player, too.
Yes.
Xaverian now is kicking off right to left with a 20-point lead. Squib kick fielded at his own 30 by the Preps Scala. Pearson Scala, one of their captains. And it'll be Prep ball at their own 33.
For a very short 3-yard return.
Yeah. That he felt.
Yes. Also,
What are Wood's passing stats?
oh
you
yeah,
were just
I was
gonna go
just
there.
going to go
Excellent.
there.
All right.
Yeah, so he's 12 for 18, for 334 yards, 5 touchdowns.
334 yards and 5 touchdowns in a Division I Super Bowl.
Yep. And
How many times did he dream about a performance like that, throwing the ball around in the backyard?
I don't know. Hopefully a lot.
Yeah. But I cut you off there, Eddie. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We'll go after this play.
Vargas takes the shotgun snap. They try to run right up the middle. Another beautiful run. Still skittering to the right. Spitting out of tackles now is Toribio. And Toribio moves from his own 33 to the Xaverian 45. I did a lousy job of explaining that, but folks, he made about 17 tacklers miss.
For a 22-yard pickup. And now he has 100 rushing yards.
Yeah, and he's
a touchdown.
And he's heading to the bench. That was a 22-yard gain, but he ran closer to 50.
Yeah. But just very quickly, top receiver for Xaverian, if we're including everything, number 1, Dave Chivagato, 3 touchdowns, 142 yards.
One back, twins both ways. They throw underneath. Pass is complete to Captain Pearson Scala. And he's taken down by a host of Xaverian tacklers after a gain of 4 or 5 yards.
So it's closer to, it's
Vargas to Scala, yep.
5 yards.
5-yard gain. Ball now at the Xaverian 40-yard line as Prep trying to move with a little more urgency here under their great head coach in his 12th year, Brian St. Pierre, who is a great high school quarterback, great collegian, and a solid backup in the NFL. And again, years ago when I did the Game of the Week on New England High School Weekly on Sports Channel, we'll tell you about that in a second. Vargas throws a bullet underneath. Catch is made, driven out of bounds. And that's Andrew McManman. His first catch of the day.
10-yard pickup.
So they've had 3 consecutive first downs on the ball at the 30. But anyway, back when Brockton was a powerhouse, they went up to Danvers to play St. John's Prep early in the season. I got to cover that as the game of the week.
That's pretty cool.
Myself and the cameraman were in the end zone. St. John's Prep, a long drive led by Brian St. Pierre, rolled to the left and then fired a bullet to the deep corner of the end zone, caught by his receiver for the victory. Who knew that all these years later I'd be calling a Super Bowl and he'd be a 12-year coach?
Oh, thrown behind him.
What we have here is failure to communicate.
Yes.
As that ball was behind Ricky Salve. Bill, was he looking for a back shoulder throw there?
Paul, for me, it looked like there was some miscommunication. You had a long and a short both on the same side, and it went in between both of them. So it looked like a little miscommunication on the route.
So basically you're saying regarding Chris Vargas, trade the bum?
No.
No. We're kidding, Chris. We're kidding. We say that because we respect your talent so much.
He could transfer.
No.
I think that would hurt his 5-star rating just a little bit.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the 30-yard line of the Xaverian Hawks. Vargas, the super sophomore. Back to pass. Xaverian rushes 4. Man-to-man press coverage. Nearly a one-handed catch by Stefanovic.
That was a good look, too.
On the defense, number 22, Jackson Holmes, the sophomore cornerback.
And Stefanovic looks like he's limping around a little bit.
Little high.
Yep.
He got rolled up. He got rolled up on a little bit.
As coaches always say, if it's in your reach, you can catch it.
Timeout for St. John's Prep.
With 8:14 to go, trailing by 20 points and 30 yards away from the Xaverian Hawk end zone. We'll be right back on 1320 WARA and AACS. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial. Welcome back. Another note about Rich Harwood, and I don't mean to turn non-Hockomock League fans against him. He's the director of football operations for Brian Lee and the King Philip Warriors, who won a Super Bowl last night.
Yeah.
And a very nice guy.
Yes, absolutely. Second down, 10 yards to go. Back to pass. Vargas looks outside,
Middle
throws
screen.
it inside on a middle screen. Dashing towards the end zone is Noyes into the end zone. What a beautifully designed play. Who wants to take a shot at describing that?
Well,
I've had it,
Vargas
Bill.
looked to his right, drew the defense off, and the lineman had established the screen line, and then number 9,
Noyes.
Noyes, right where it was supposed to be, and Vargas delivered the ball. Great play.
And the St. John's Prep Eagles refuse to go quietly into the night as Josh Ritchie will try to make this a 13-point game. Ball is down, kick is up. Another beautiful long snap. That was a bullet. It's 41-28. There's 8:05 to go. Lots can still happen.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com.
One of the toughest calls for an official.
Welcome back to WARA. Paul Healy, along with Eddie Perica. And Bill, my mic was on, Keith Jr. Dave Angel is on camera. Kevin Callahan running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Normally the last game of a long weekend like this, you just want to go home. Game like this, I wish they'd play 5-6 quarters.
Absolutely.
Receiving it at his own 16-yard line, running left, cutting back to the right. Across the
Fumble!
field, and the ball is
Covered
out.
by St. John's Prep.
I believe that was ATN in the return. I'm not sure.
Nope. Official is ruling that Xaverian came back.
Recovered by Xaverian's Liam Koch, an outside linebacker by trade. And if that return wasn't by ATN, it might have been Keene. Wow. And for the second time tonight, that giant sigh of relief you heard was every Xaverian Hawk fan ever born. Hawks will have the ball. Hawks will have the ball at their own 27-yard line. Hashtag FWU.
Yeah, absolutely.
7:58 to go. What are we looking at in our binoculars, Bill?
I'm just looking across at the fans and their reaction. If there was any reaction from the fans on the St. John side.
They're at their own 27. They try to run up the middle with a sophomore, Rocco Sestito.
For a 7-yard pickup, it looks like. Actually, 6. I lied.
Sestito on 1st and 10. What is his rushing total?
He has 17 rushes for 73 yards and a touchdown.
Wow. Workmanlike effort. Coming back in, big number 97. And I had it here somewhere.
Oh, they gave him the 7 yards, so excuse me, 74 yards and a touchdown.
Colin Corbett. Now, they pronounce that Corbett or Corbet? Nope, Corbett. I formation. Yeah, they did give him 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Wood, I formation. Right guard pulls to the left with another big block, and Sestito is close to first down yardage. Again, Barnes, the 295-pound right guard.
Marking him at the 36.
2-yard gain for him. 3rd and short.
Woods came to the line, Paul. He slowed everybody down to naturally to take some time off the clock, but he wanted them to center themselves.
Now's where you wait and watch the back judge raise his hand, which tells you there's 10 seconds left in the play clock.
Yeah.
Bill, bring your microphone over a little closer to your mouth there. There we go. Tight end left. Actually, with a wide receiver, it looks like an unbalanced line left.
Yeah.
And they run right behind the H-back. Oh, big hit in the backfield.
Going to mark it short.
Was that Parent on the hit? See if he gets out of that pile. And now what do you do if you're Xaverian?
Take all the
Get
time
up.
you can.
Yeah, take all the time you can. Maybe.
Oh, his shirt is wrinkled in back. I'm trying to see who made that hit, and his shirt's all wrinkled.
50-65.
That is Nick Yeba.
Yeah, the sophomore, 6'4", 320 pounds. The officials having a long discussion here.
And they brought
They're
in
going to measure it.
Yep. They brought Yeber in on several occasions on
Yeah.
short yardage to do exactly what he's there to do, is to clog the middle.
Here come the sticks. They're getting ready to stretch them out. They're going to be short.
Yeah. By about a football.
Exactly right. I'm putting 4th and 6 inches in my notes. Boy, it's 5:51 to go for Xaverian. I know Al Fernaro's a defensive guy and he believes in his defense, but they're keeping the offense out there.
Yep.
And Yeber was in on the tackle.
Yeah, yep.
And 76 had a good handful of his jersey.
No. You don't see those things in the middle of the trenches sometimes. It's okay.
4th down, about 6 inches to go for the Hawks. They are at their own 37-yard line. 6:09 to go. Clock starts again.
I formation with the offset to the left.
Yep.
False start. We got a false start on the outs. They're going to go against. It's going to go against 76 on Xaverian
And
for the
Warren's-
false start.
He's usually the right tackle over on the left side on that formation.
So instead of it being 4th and
6 inches.
6 inches, it's going to be 4th and 5 yards and 6 inches.
And they're going to bring the punt team out for this one.
Yep.
Oh, you have
Ooh,
to.
what a big swing! What a big swing!
And you hear "Let's go Eagles" from the St. John's Prep fans. They have not given up on their team.
No.
High snap.
Line drive.
End over end punt. Good one to return. Selve has it at his own 35. Gets to the left across the 40. Forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Smart play, smart play. Take what they give you and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Zadronzi with the special teams play for Xaverian.
He was one that had that. Was that a kickoff return or was it a punt return?
Punt return.
Punt return.
Oh, for 80 yards? That was a kickoff return.
Kickoff return, excuse me.
So St. John's Prep trailing 41-28 with 5:38 to go. Has the ball at their own 44-yard line. Vargas back to pass into the left flat. It is complete. Nice tackle by ATN, and he keeps the receiver in bounds. Who's now sprinting back to the huddle. That receiver.
They're going to give him a first down.
Was McMahon. First down. 10 yards to go at the plus 46. Vargas.
Overthrown.
Yep.
Ill-advised throw into triple coverage.
Right.
A lot of pressure from the defensive ends for Xaverian, though, on that one. Made him step up in the pocket and...
Funk.
Yeah.
Yep, Funk was there.
Funk made it funky.
Yes, Mike, nice work defensively by Michael Harden. He was the closest of the 3 Xaverian defenders in the area. And again, give credit, because Funk came into this game with, 15 tackles for loss, 69 tackles overall, and 10 sacks. So 25 tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He has been effective today, but he's not been dominant today, and that's a credit to the St. John's line.
Absolutely. The shotgun formation for St. John's Prep.
Trips to the right. They only rush 4.
Slings it.
In the deep. The catch is made against the coverage of McIntyre. The catch is made by Ethan Stefanovic.
Nice touch on that ball from Vargas.
Wow. For a 33-yard reception.
Lays it right into him.
1st and 10 now. 5:14, 5:13 to go. Beautiful throw against really tight coverage. That was the only place you could put that ball. They're at the 11-yard line. Back to pass, Vargas. Press coverage. Throwing to
Fade.
the corner.
Incomplete. They're
And-
looking for a flag.
Uncatchable. And the coverage was by Christian McIntyre. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. Exactly 5 minutes to go. St. John's Prep down 41-28.
McIntyre's having a great game on both sides of the ball tonight, by the way. Great defensive coverage on these pass plays and stepping up and making some tackles. And on the offensive side of the ball, 5 receptions, 168 yards, and 2 tutties.
Which is Latin for touchdowns, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Sorry to bring Gen Z lingo into the press booths.
Way back in my day. The Prep shifting a lot in the backfield. They now have trips to the right. That's the wide side. To the left, all alone, is Noyes. Now he's joined over there by Silve. Oh, and Silve throws
he's
a
gonna
block
walk in.
as they
Wow.
get the ball to
Sidearm.
Noyes. Touchdown. Silve came in motion across the formation. And imagine a pulling guard only pulling for about 30 yards and throwing the block to spring Noyes for the touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a football game.
We sure do.
And what are Vargas' stats now? After that string of 7 straight incompletions, he's looking good.
He is 10 for 25, 216 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I'll say touchdowns for you, Paul.
Yes.
And then number 9, Ethan Stefanovic, excuse me, I didn't want to butcher it. 4 receptions, 110 yards. PAT is up and good.
41-35.
And it is a 1-possession game now with 4:54 left in the game. And St. John's Prep is rolling.
That was a 4-play, 56-yard drive that took less than a minute. That took 54 seconds. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Looking for the onside kick.
That's right.
Yeah. Looks. Nope, there's 5 on each side. It looked like there was 6 on one of them.
About how deep is this Prep team? Where is that 2 touchdowns? Noyes has their last 2 touchdowns. Brandon Noyes, the sophomore, he's a backup quarterback. I have done all kinds of research on this game, and I don't remember seeing Noyes' name listed anywhere, and he's now got 2 touchdowns.
Oh, kicking it deep.
They are going deep and trusting their defense. Caught by, is that Will Wood back there?
It is.
Will Wood goes down.
Late hit. There
it is.
There we go. Ooh.
Will Wood, the quarterback, back to return, flopped on the ground at the 15. Then he was hit by a St. John's defender. And Bill, you're a 15-year ref. If the St. John's player flops on top of him, I'm letting that go. If he leads with his helmet or shoulders, you got to think about calling that.
At any time, once he gives himself up, the play is considered dead, Paul, with or without a whistle in high school football federation. And to hit him is unnecessary roughness. Absolutely, he gave himself up and he came right in and gave him a good lick.
I didn't think there was a ton of contact there.
You can hear the Xaverian.
No risk of injury.
Xaverian fans booing over the headphones, but Xaverian in a shotgun formation, 1st and 10 on the 30.
So 15-yard penalty, Xaverian, their own 30.
Oh!
Wow.
Bobbled handoff, but made it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of my stat sheet. That wouldn't have been good.
Sestito with no gain on that first carry and not a smooth handoff. Here we go with the roll. Yep.
He put it in the breadbasket. He just didn't handle it properly.
Yeah.
If he did, that would have been a 6-yard play.
Edgehill coming in, the 6'3", 231-pound junior, to add some bulk on that line. Wood in shotgun formation. We're approaching 4 minutes to go. They give to Sestito again in on the tackle for St. John's Prep. Number 40 was Connor Quigley, and there's also 56 in there.
3rd down and a long 8.
Siha, 2-yard gain. Their own 32-yard line. Clock moving. We just hit 3:35. Offense coordinator talking to Will Wood and sending him back out there. That's SJP, the chant you're hearing. It's funny, the team behind right now is much louder than the fans for the team who are leading.
Absolutely. Oh, it's that diamond formation.
Quads to the right.
Another screen.
They throw it out. The catch is made to McIntyre. He's got the first down, and he slides to stay in bounds. That's the same formation Shawsheen used to score a 77-yard touchdown against Foxborough in the second play of the game.
Absolutely. The exact same play. Literally, I think the exact same play.
A diamond formation with your 4 receivers on the wide side of the field. You throw it to McIntyre, the other receivers. You just make one block, and McIntyre took it down the sideline, slid to stay inbounds, went from his own 32 to his own 45, makes it a 13-yard gain, and that is huge. You might even say way wicked huge.
Wicked huge.
I think they signaled him out, Paul, because the clock
stopped.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, the officials are far closer than we are. Wood gives to Sestito, trying to run behind Gioso, the left guard, and Osunkau, the center. Anderson's the left tackle. Sorry, I missed who the H-back was. I think the H-back is
44.
Okay.
Rocco Sestito.
Well, he was the ball carrier. I think Tortolione was the H-back, and he's coming out now.
Excuse me.
So that was on first down. We'll give him 1 yard because we like Sestito. Now it's 2nd and 9 from their own 46.
2.5 minutes left in the fourth.
Clock still moving. St. John's Prep with 2 timeouts left, trailing by 6. A kind of a crossbuck as they faked Will Wood going left. Running right was
St. John's with a timeout.
And the left guard, Gioso, pulled. And it's going to be 3rd and 1.
No, it's going to be longer than that. It looks like 33. St. John's forced to burn a timeout in order to stop Xaverian from taking off more time.
So a 6-yard gain for Sestito. So what does Sestito have running now?
He has 19 rushing attempts and 82 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
I should have given him one of the big ones.
See, he's a receiver, so he should have,
Well, he ran the first one. So
Oh,
I was
there
like,
you go.
okay.
So it threw you off.
So it threw me off.
3rd down, 3 yards to go. I want to thank all of our incredible underwriters. Emerald Auto. LJ's Car Wash on Route 123, right over the line in Norton, Massachusetts. The Gavel Public House, right there in Rentham Square. Falls AC and Banquet Room in North Attleboro. Asians Auto, also out of North Attleboro. Rentham Bank and Co-op with locations in Rentham, of course, and Norfolk. W.H. Riley & Son in North Attleboro and Taunton, or some people pronounce it Taunton. And Rich Harwood and Bay State Financial Services. 3rd down, a long 3, short 4 to go for the Hawks. With 2:18, Wood's going to run left, and he's not going to make it. Although he made it closer than I thought.
It's going to put it at 4th down and about a yard to 2.
Boys,
and another timeout by St. John's Prep.
4th and 2 for him.
And Xaverian has run left when they've really needed yardage behind 6'4", 330-pound Anderson, the tackle. Gioso at 280. The center, Osunkau. He's the shrimp at the group at 250. It's going to be 4th and 2. So Will Wood with a short gain.
St. John's Prep call that timeout, Bill?
Yes.
Yeah, they're out of
last
timeouts.
So 4th and 2. Ball's at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Boy, that big 6-yard run by Sestito on that 2nd and 9. Oh, I should have gone to a break there. Let's try to squeeze one in real quick.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the Elect of Bristol County, a local nonprofit.
Sorry, Rich, we had to cut you off there. 4th down, 2 yards to go. They're going for it. They run
Naked boot.
A naked boot.
He gets it.
He gets it.
Inbounds.
I was watching Sestito run over the left guard, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw Wood streaking for the corner. Bill and Eddie helped. And he dives for the first down.
Sestito would have got the first down on that carry alone.
Yeah, and more, it looked like.
St.
Diving for it, he got it.
St. John's Prep are trying to say his knee was down before the first down marker, and I think they're wrong.
And again, the call on the field should stand, not a replay.
There's no replay in high school sports. What are they looking at the big board for?
They're calling it a first down, confirming it.
Well, how come they haven't moved the sticks?
They're moving them
Here
down.
they go. So a bootleg, nobody knew what was going on, and suddenly now the Xaverian fans are cheering. Well, he didn't look much like Doug Flutie there, but it's something Flutie would have called back in the day. The bootleg for Will Wood. And again, instead of going for extended yardage, getting to the turf, protecting the ball, avoiding the turnover. Huge play. It's 1st and 10 for Xaverian, and St. John's is out of timeouts. They're at the 44-yard line. Sestito, they run left again because they need yardage. Boy,
They'll get 5 on that.
Anderson and Gioso. When's the last time you could call a left tackle and a left guard potential MVPs?
Yeah.
Because I know Wood has thrown for over 330 yards, but he has not been threatened.
Two plays
from his left.
I think that
just need 2 plays.
Sestito went from the 44 to the 41. That's 3 yards for him. 2nd and 7. What's Sestito got now? 20 carries?
Yeah, 20 carries for 87. That's 4, so 86, excuse me.
And the Xaverian fans, back in our days, they held up big butane lighters.
What?
The Xaverian fans holding up their flashlights on their phones. What is going on here?
The Xaverian coaches were out on the field talking to both the field judge and the linesman.
And it looks like Al Fenoro, the head coach, is telling his other coaches, calm down, which is Al's way. The first time I covered a Xaverian game after he took over as head coach, I go out in the field, and I think I'm talking to one of the assistants because this is like before the game. Mm-hmm. And he's giving me all the time I need to get all the offensive and defensive starters.
That's awesome.
And we finished the discussion, and I say, by the way, where's head coach Fenaro? He said, I'm Al Fenaro. You're giving me this much time? A half hour before the game, just the nicest guy in the world. And I love people who can be incredibly intense when they have to be intense, and every other second of their lives, they're gentle, warm people, and that's Al Fenaro. And the Xaverian fans know now.
1 snap and it's over.
Yep. So 2nd and 6 or 7. Woods under center, takes the kneel.
That's going to do it.
Now, actually, how long is it between plays?
40 seconds.
Okay, so
40 seconds unless it's an official.
Well, it was
official's timeout.
He took the knee. He took the knee at 42, so we might have to take one more kneel.
It's when the official makes it ready, and apparently he's going to tell him he needs another one, and he's standing right on top of him. So there's
no nonsense. And there it is. The Xaverian Hawks back-to-back MIAA Division I champions. Congratulations to the St. John's Prep. Boy, did they do their school, their fans, their parents proud. But Xaverian took the day today.
They sure did.
3 out of the last 4 touchdowns scored by St. John's Prep. But Xaverian did everything. When they had to throw, they threw. When they had to run, they run. When they had to make a big stop, they did it.
They sure did.
Great game.
Great game from both teams. St. John's, didn't mean to interrupt you, Bill. St. John's Prep made this game a lot closer than it was from this first half that we saw. Valiant
They
effort
were down
from them.
27-7.
Yeah, down 27-7, and they crawled back.
Yeah.
Two separate games. Two
Right.
separate games in each half.
They were down 20. Yes, exactly right. And on Thanksgiving Day, they were down 21-7 at the half.
Yeah.
And dominated the second half. Bill, I want you to give you the last word and then have Eddie do our final stats, and then we'll get our crew out of here.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. Eddie, it was great working with you. Guys behind us, always, thank you very much. Two great teams, great football all weekend that we've witnessed and had the privilege to call.
Yes.
And I want to say especially, Carol, we're thinking about you,
Yeah.
and we're wishing the best for you.
That's my wife, the lovely Carol McLaughlin of the Quincy McLaughlins. Thank you so much, Bill.
You're welcome.
I'll be quick too. Ditto from what Bill just said. But let's get some stats real quick.
Yep.
MVP of this game, I'm pretty sure it's obvious. Will Wood, 13 for 19, 347 yards, 5 touchdowns through the air. His top two receivers, number 21, McIntyre had 6 receptions, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And then
Shivagato had 5 receptions, 142 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
And then number 4, Rocco Sestito.
Yes.
86 yards on the ground and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then we'll go over St. John's Prep.
Yeah.
Number 2, Chris Vargas. He went 10 for 25, 216, 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks.
Wow. And
And
again,
then-
he only had 1 pick the entire regular season.
Yeah. Shout out to St. John Prep's special team for an 80-yard kickoff return touchdown.
That was big number 8, Ricky Selve, the super soft.
Yep. And then number 9 for St. John's Prep, Ethan Stefanovic. 4 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Number 8, Riley Selvis.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure it was number 8.
No, I just realized that I gave Brendan Noyes credit for 2 touchdowns. There were 2 number 9s in the program. Those were Stefanovic touchdowns.
I think so.
Yes,
I
those were
think so.
Ethan Stefanovic touchdowns.
Yeah. But just again, let's wrap up real quick. Riley Stelvis, 3 receptions, 1 touchdown. And then number 6, Jordan Toribo, 100 yards on the ground and a touchdown.
Wow.
Congrats to both teams for making it to the championship game, and extra congrats to Xaverian for winning it.
Congratulations, Al Fernaro and the Xaverian Hawks. Wow, what a great effort. Wow, what a fun game to watch. Man, I wish they played 6 quarters.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Paul Healy. He's Eddie Perica. Bill Keefe Jr., 15-year Massachusetts official, was kind enough to join us. Bill, I love it when you join us because you're here to do rules interpretations, but you offer so much more than that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.
And Bill, it was a
pleasure
pleasure
being here.
It was
Eddie,
a pleasure too.
A pleasure.
Dave Angel was on camera. Kevin Callahan was running our graphics, wishing he was sitting where I was. And Jim Jones is our engineer in charge. Thanks so much to all of you out there who listened to us on 1320 WARA and watched us on AACS 15 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7